Hello friends, I hope you all are safe at your home with your parents. In previous lecture we have learned about the chapter number 7 which are most important part of your study as far as standard 12th is concerned, and we have completed the chapter number 7 which is the most important and introductory part of the SP portion chapter number 7, and as far as standard 12th is concerned it is the very important part. Now we are going to start our SPCC chapter number 1. This is the meaning and type of secretary. Now we are going to take a basic concept of the word secretary and where word secretary is used. So we are going to learn about some basic concepts as well as the some topics which are very important for your study is concerned. So we are going to start our new chapter, that is the meaning and type of secretary. First one is the introduction. Man is the most intelligent in of all living beings the world. See, man is very important part and intelligent of the living on the earth, because men have so many arguments, so many words, so many intelligence, so many mind activities are there which are very high as compared to other animals which are lives in the world. He always develop himself. See, man has the quality that he can develop his or herself. In this development process he has worked more and more. See, due to development process he willing to work more and more, more and more and more and more. At one time he was not able to do all the work himself. At that time he requires an assistant who could work on behalf of him. See, for development process he getting more and more work, more and more work, but at some level the work is quite being overloaded. So what happened? He wants to need a particular person who work on behalf of him as per the instruction of him or her. So this type of need can be generated. The development of the commerce started with the development of man. See, development of commerce is started with the development of the man. Both the activities are interrelated with each other. Initially development was slow, but after the industrial revolution and due to various inventions and discoveries, the new world of commerce arose. See, initial stage the development was quite slow, but after industrial revolution it takes a huge speed, and for the various inventions as well as the discoveries are get introduced. So the world of commerce has arose and it works very punctually as well as speedily. The modern commerce started with the sole trader business. See, modern concept of the commerce is with related to the sole trader business. The partnership firm, company, cooperative society, joint sector units came into existence. See, new firms are introduced, which are the partnership firm, company, cooperative societies, as well as joint sectors. All are came into existence. The limitations of one firm became responsible for the emergence of other form of business. See, due to some limitations of each and every type, each and every form of business, at that time some new changes are arised and new forms were generated. As time passed and due to wars, political boundaries has changed. See, due to modern technology as well as the modern era, some war political boundaries also are changed. Different ideologies emerge. See, new basic concepts were emerged and new ideologies are introduced. Due to different types of inventions, exchange of information became faster. See, due to some different type of invention, more discoveries, more inventions, some changes, some information can become a faster. Due to all the formation of commerce has changed the multinational company. See, at present modern era, the multinational company form has introduced and it is widely used for the business era. These corporate institutions are directly or indirectly connected with the human life. See, all these are connected with human life. Without human life, it cannot be connected or it is not developed. If you are using a toothpaste, eating potato chips, or using the mobile phone, are all the product of these companies. See, whatever you use in your daily life are the one kind of product of a one particular company, but without the use by the man, the company cannot generate their development, as well as he cannot become a very successful, as well as he cannot introduce a new product for the developmental process. In these companies, shareholders, the investors, are the real owners, which are spread all over the country. See, in this company, shareholder and investors are the real owner who are really work on behalf of the company and get investment or provide some finance to company for their development as well as the work process, and all the shareholders are spread over the all the country. So shareholders can not manage company. See, shareholder is not manage the company. He or she cannot manage company. The company is managed by the board of directors, but to manage day-to-day affairs, secretary is to be appointed. See, company is managed by the board of directors, and board of directors is not able to reach everywhere, so they appoint a secretary for the day-to-day activity as well as the day-to-day work for the meet their requirement. So they are working as per the rules and regulations, and for the help of the board of directors, secretary can be appointed. The company is not living person, yet it enters into the contract, formulates document, take the important decision. See, company can formulate contract, enter into contract, as well as documents generation, important decisions. All the activities are like a living person, but yet company is not a living person because it has some artificial personality, and it has some rules and regulations which are awarded by the company act. The secretary's position is important in the company. See, the secretary's position is very important. Law has assigned an artificial personality to the company. See, law has given some artificial personality. The secretary is involved in these functions. See, whatever rules and regulations are provided by the Company Act, and due to that, secretary has involved these functions and work very punctually. In India, after independence, company law was introduced in 1956. See, after independence in 1956, first time company law has been introduced. Under this law, many amendments have been made, done from time to time. Ultimately, in 2013, new company law has been introduced. See, after introduction of the company law 1956, so many amendments are implied as well as in the company act, as well as some rules and regulations for the company. But ultimately in 2013, totally new company act has introduced. The amendment in company law up to 29th May 2015 has included in this book. See, this is some extra information which are very useful, that the amendment in the Company Act 2013 up to 29th May 2015 has been included in this textbook. So you are going to learn the very updated information as per the Company Act 2013. 13. Now the meaning and definition of a secretary. How secretary works? Who is the secretary? Who can be who can be called a secretary? Meaning, in Gujarati language, the word secretary has been derived from English. See, in Gujarati language, the secretary word has been derived from the English. We are using secretary word, but we are speak this in a Gujarati manner. But the secretary word is actually from the English language. Generally, we use mantri word in Gujarati, which means the personal assistant or secretary. See, in Gujarati, we are using the word mantri, which is the mean by that the personal assistant or personal secretary. In olden days, kings and other royal families used to keep secretary. See, in olden days, kings and all the royal families are habituated to use to appoint a secretary for their day-to-day work activities. Sri Sumant was a secretary of King Dashrath. See, these are the basic questions which may ask in a one-mark question. So you have to underline it that the Sri Sumant was the secretary of King Dashrath. Lord Ram's father is the Dashrath, and the Sumant was the secretary of King Dashrath. Sri Vidur was secretary of Dhritarashtra. In Mahabharata, the Dhritarashtra, who was the king, and the Vidur, who is the cousin brother, as well as the secretary of the Dhritarashtra. In Mughal Empire, they were called Wazir. See, we are using the word secretary, but in Mughal Empire, Mughal era, they used the word the Wazir for the secretary. Birbal, Abul Fazl were well known. See, Birbal and Abul Fazl are very well known for this concept, and they are as a Wazir in the Mughal era. In the ancient Roman Empire, those who perform the work of correspondence on behalf of the king was called scriba. This may ask in a one-mark question that what do you mean by the scriba? At that time you have to write the definition that in Roman era, Roman Empire, the person who are working the work of the correspondence on behalf of the king, that is known as the scriba, who formulates the letters for the king as well as some other work. They are used to work as on behalf of the king. The word secretary is derived from Latin secretarius, Latin word secretarius, which means one who keeps secret details and observe the correspondence. This may ask in a one mark question, and this is the most important question, that from which language, which word the secretary word derived. So the secretary word is derived from the Latin word secretarius. Secretarius means the person who keeps secret detail and observe the correspondence of his on behalf of his master. Secretary works as a personal assistant. See, secretary works as a personal assistant. He does correspondence on behalf of his master and keep personal secrets. See, he works as well as corresponds on behalf of his master and keeps some personal secret for his master. He is not supposed to reveal his master's secret to other. See, secretary have duty that not to reveal any kind of details of the his master. Now the definition. Secretary can be defined as follows. See, these are the basic definitions for the secretary. In the general sense, secretary means a person who performs the activities of maintaining the secrecy, observe correspondence, documentation, keeps record of the agreements, and undertakes other activities as directed on behalf of another person, association, corporation, or public institution. See, This is the general definition of secretary. That means a person who performs the activities like the maintain the secrecy, observe one kind of correspondence, documentation, keep record of the agreement, as well as some undertake the activities on behalf of his master, as well as for the association as well as cooperation. These men can be known as the secretary. Now the definition as per the Oxford Dictionary. See, these three definition as given in your textbook. That is the in general sense Oxford Dictionary as well as the Company Act. Anyone can be asked in a one mark question, or any two or three definition can be asked separately in your examination. So you have to be careful regarding these definitions. So, as per the definition of the Oxford Dictionary, a person who conducts the correspondence on behalf of any person, society, corporation, or any public institution, keep records and maintain any carry out different business transactions is appointed. See, a person who corresponds on behalf of any kind of person, society, corporation, or any public institution, or on behalf of his master, that is known as the secretary as per the Oxford Dictionary. Now, according to Company Act, secretary means constitutionally qualified person appointed to observe the responsibilities of the duties as assigned to the secretary according to the statute and performance of other administrative and ministerial duties. See, secretary means the person who is constitutionally qualified person appointed to observe the any kind of responsibilities, duties, as well as the some work which are assigned to perform any kind of statute and other administrative as well as the ministerial duties. That means a person is known as the secretary, and this definition is according to the Company Act. From the above definition, the following points can be drawn. See, due to this type of three definition, the points of a secretary can be as follows. They may also be called as a characteristics of secretary. These may also known as the characteristics. The secretary must be properly qualified. See, secretary must be properly qualified. Means a qualified person can be appointed as a secretary. The secretary knows the personal matter and secrets of his master and keeps it confidential. See, secretary knows the some personal matters also, and he keeps secret of his master with them and keep it with the confidentially, not to reveal anyone. He performs whatever duty is assigned to him. Whatever duty assigned him, he or she can be performed. He don't have any of his own authority. Authority is assigned to him. See, he doesn't have any kind of authority, and he cannot work independently as per his willing, but he has to work as assigned to him. Authority can be assigned to the secretary. The secretary is helpful to constitute the documents and contracts. See, the secretary is helpful person for the constitution of the document as well as some contracts. He does correspondence on behalf of his master. See, he corresponds on behalf of his master. He preserves the document contract properly. See, he preserves all kind of document as well as the contract very safely. Only a living person can be appointed as secretary. See, living person can be appointed. Not an artificial person can be appointed as a secretary. Now the types of secretary. How can secretary, what type of secretary and how many types of secretaries are there for the modern era? We have seen earlier the word secretary was used for the persons who corresponding on behalf of the rulers. See, as we have learned earlier that the secretary word was used for the person who corresponding on behalf of ruler. Ruler means a person who is the ruling on the particular company as well as the work. As society developed, commerce also developed, and the significance of the word secretary become a wider. See, due to development of the commerce and significance of the word secretary, it becomes very widely used for the modern concept. Now, word secretary is used in an extensive meaning. See, this word is widely used as per the modern era. In the present times, leader, actors, minister, businessmen, etc. keep secretary. See, as per the modern era, as per the present scenario, as per the present requirements, the leaders, actors, ministers, businessmen, as well as all the business tycoons who have greater name in the modern era can keep a secretary. In different institutions like cooperative society, labor unions, cricket board, trade association, government corporation, government department, the position of secretary is very important. See, in different institution, cooperative society, labor unions, cricket board association, trade association, government corporations, government department, all the positions of the modern era can appoint a secretary because it is a very important position for their aspect as well as the work. These institutions probably would not be able to function without secretary. See, all these type of departments are not able to work, function without the secretary. Generally, in Hindi, Prime Minister is known as the Pradhan Mantri, and the State Chief Minister is also known as a Mukhya Mantri. See, in Gujarati, the generally, generally we are using this type of word in the modern era. Hindi Prime Minister, sorry, in Hindi, Prime Minister is known as the Pradhan Mantri, and State Chief Minister who handle the all kind of activities in the state is known as the Mukhya Mantri. And all you are very well aware about this word, and you also know that who is our Pradhan Mantri as well as the Mukhya Mantri of Gujarat. From the above points, secretary can be classified in the following types. See, here have presented some types of secretary, and the chart of the same is presented over here. At present, your screen you can see the type of secretary and its chart has been shown. See, there were mainly 6 type of secretary are there. First one is the private secretary, ministerial secretary is the second type, third one is the company secretary, next one is the secretary of embassy, and next one is the departmental secretary, and lastly secretary of association. See, in this 6 type of secretary there is no subtype of some secretaries like private secretary, ministerial secretary, secretary of embassy, as well as the departmental secretaries. These 4 type of secretary have no any subtype of secretaries are there. But in company secretary and secretary of association, there were subtype of secretaries are there. In company secretary, there were 2 types. General secretary, who works the generally, are associated with the company's general as well as the basic rules and regulations. And next one is the administrative secretary, who work on behalf of the administrative as well as the adminal work has been associated to that particular person who works as a secretary. So these are the basic 2 subtype of the company secretary. And secretary of association have sub 6 types. So mainly you have to remember the types of secretary, that is are the 6 types. And two type of secretary, that is of the company secretary as well as the secretary of association, have subtype. Company secretary have two types, general as well as the administrative, and secretary of association have 6 subtypes. First one is the student union secretary. See, you are all very well aware about this situation, that in the modern era at present you have a special union as well as the group for the student. Say for example NSUI, ABVP, these all are the student unions, and they have a secretary. So student union secretary. Next one is the club secretary. Say for example Rotary Club is at present working in all the cities. So Rotary Club have secretary. So this type of secretary can be known as the secretary. Next one is the educational institution secretary. See, in modern cities like Ahmedabad, Rajasthan, and all the big cities, metro cities, at present they have some big campus of educational institutes are there, and to manage that particular institution, that particular activity of educational institute, at that time secretary can be appointed. In Bhavnagar also you will be able to see this type of educational institute where the secretary can be appointed. Next one is the labor union secretary. Means a union for the labor who are working in a different sectors, and for their demand they have a union, and for that they have also appointed as a some person as a secretary. Next one is the trade association secretary. See, every business, every shops have their association. Say for example, provision stores association, clear, hair salon association. All these type of associations are at present working, and they will appoint a secretary for their day-to-day activity. Next one is the cooperative society secretary. You all are very well aware that cooperative societies are uh, generated, and so many peoples, so many families are living over there. Say for example, Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma is the serial where the cooperative society, where the all the families are living in the serial, and the person is appointed as a secretary, and you all are very well aware the person of the society. So these are the basic concepts of the types of secretary, and these may ask in a 5 mark questions also, and you have to keep watch it very carefully while you are studying. If you have asked in a 5 mark questions, at that time you have to write all the things very clearly, and you have to draw a chart for the same also, and whatever explanation has been asked you have to write down it very carefully. Say for example you may ask like that, the give in detail, explain in detail about the types of secretary with the diagram, and explain the company secretary in detail. So at that time you have to write first the definition of secretary, then you have to draw a chart of the types of secretary for the same, and after that you have to go for the explanation of the company secretary which you have asked, and you have to write it very carefully. First you have to give a brief introduction of the company secretary, then you have to show a subtype of the general secretary, administrative secretary, and then you have to go for the explanation of the general secretary as well as the administrative secretary. Then you will be able to complete the question. Otherwise, it will not be valid as far as the examination is concerned. So you have to write it very carefully, and these may ask in a 5-mark question. Any one of these can be asked in a 2 or 3-mark questions also, that you have to write about the short detail of the club secretary as well as the labor union secretary, educational institute secretary, secretary of embassy, departmental secretary, ministerial secretary, private secretary. All of these can be asked in a 1 mark or 2 or 3-mark questions. So you have to be ready while you are asking in the examination. So read it very carefully, learn it very carefully. Thank you very much.